You know what's funny? Most people can't tell a Rolls-Royce from another Rolls-Royce. They just see the grille, the spirit of ecstasy on the hood, and their brain goes, yep, rich person car, moving on. But there's actually a massive difference between their models. And today I'm walking you through all four of them, cheapest to most expensive, and by the end, you'll know exactly what separates a $250,000 Rolls from a $500,000 one. Spoiler, it's not just the price tag. Right, so first one, the Ghost, $354,750. That's where Rolls-Royce starts. Not joking, my first reaction when I looked this up was just, okay, cool. So that's a thing. The engine is this massive 6.75-litre twin-turbo V12, 563 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, which honestly I wasn't expecting because this car weighs close to 5,500 pounds. My uncle has a Prado and that thing feels heavy and slow, and the Ghost is literally heavier and somehow faster. Doesn't make sense, but here we are. Interior is, look, it's leather everywhere, full grain, lambswool mats on the floor, and they're not like regular car mats. They're genuinely thick, like uncomfortably thick almost. There's this thing called the Starlight headliner, which is hand-stitched fiber optic lights in the roof shaped like a night sky, and when I first heard about it I thought that sounds tacky honestly. Then I saw a video of it at night and I take everything back. It's actually stunning. Next up is the Cullanin, and this is the SUV. Starts at $394,000 and in black badge trim it crosses $450,000 pretty comfortably. The name comes from the Cullanin diamond, which is the largest diamond ever found, which is a very Rolls-Royce way to name a car honestly. Very them. So it has 8 inches of ground clearance, a proper off-road mode, all-wheel drive. The obvious question is any owner actually going off-road in this? And the answer is no. Come on, but there's something genuinely appealing about the idea that you could, theoretically, drive this thing up a muddy hill in the middle of nowhere with the V12 barely trying and complete silence inside. People are paying for that fantasy a little bit, I think. Engine-wise, same V12. 563 horses normally, or 592 in black badge. 3 tons of car doing 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. Still makes no logical sense to me. Inside, okay, so the rear seats. They're designed more like a lounge than a car interior. Leather and wood everywhere, lambswool on the floors, fiber optic stars on the ceiling, massage function, the works. But the thing I find most unhinged about the Cullanin, and I mean this in the best possible way, is the viewing suite. You open the boot and there are 2 proper leather armchairs and a little cocktail table that fold out, so you can sit behind your car drinking champagne watching a polo match. That's a thing that exists. Third one is the Spectre, around $422,000. First ever electric Rolls-Royce. Okay, so I was skeptical about this one. Electric luxury car. I kept picturing something cold and screen heavy and very Silicon Valley, but it's actually not like that at all. 2 motors, 584 horsepower, 664 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. The battery pack weighs around 1,500 pounds and sits really low in the chassis, and that weight actually kills road noise. So the electric Rolls is weirdly the quietest Rolls ever made. Which is a strange sentence to say, but it's true. Range is somewhere between 260 and 290 miles. Not the best number you'll ever hear, but Rolls knows their buyers aren't road tripping solo across the country, so it's probably fine. Fast charger does 10 to 80% in 34 minutes, which is reasonable. Interior, they took the Starlight headliner idea and absolutely lost the plot with it in the best way. 4,800 stars in the door panels, another 5,500 on the dashboard. The whole design took over 10,000 hours to develop apparently. Now Phantom, the big one, $560,000 to start, and the long wheelbase version is past $600,000 before you've touched a single option. Same V12 as the others, 563 horsepower, 5.1 seconds to 60. Performance is beside the point here. The point is that at 100 miles an hour it apparently feels like you're going 50 because of 200+ pounds of sound deadening, double pane glass, and coach doors that close with this deep satisfying thud like a bank vault. The loudest thing inside at speed is apparently the Cartier clock ticking on the dashboard. The clock, that's wild to me. The leather, and this detail genuinely got me, comes from cattle that are raised away from barbed wire fences specifically so their hides don't get scratched. So the cows live better than most people. The wood is hand polished. The rear seats have ottomans and massagers and a champagne cooler. And then there's the gallery. Glass case in the dashboard. Rolls literally commissions artists to fill it with whatever the buyer wants. One person had a 3D printed gold thing covered in Swarovski crystals made for theirs. In their dashboard. That's not a car feature, that's just art. In a car that drives. Nothing on the road competes with it. The closest thing is a private jet, and a jet can't park outside a restaurant. So that's all for Ghost if you want a Rolls you actually drive, Cullanin if you need an SUV and refusing to compromise is your whole personality, Spectre if you're ready to go electric without giving up the things that make Rolls what it is, Phantom if you just want the best thing that exists on 4 wheels, period, end of conversation. Which one are you taking? Subscribe if you're new and I'll catch you in the next one.